Hola, soy Franz Snideman. Bienvenidos a Revolution Fitness.
Hey Franz, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. Gracias a ti y a Johanna por invitarme.
Por supuesto.
Y estamos aquí para aprender de los expertos. Ellos son los expertos aquí en San Diego. Y bueno, ellos son muy humildes, ¿verdad? Dime un poco acerca de tu trayectoria, porque la última vez que te entrevisté fue para Meridiano Televisión en Cero Excusas. Y ustedes, fue comiquísimo porque en la entrevista fue sobre las pelotas de estabilidad. ¿Cómo han evolucionado ahora? Evolution, revolution, o sea, ¿cómo han llegado ahora a estar tan enfocados en estas
kettlebells?
Yeah. Cuéntanos.
Sí. Fue en el año 2002. Estaba entrenando con las pelotas, como tú sabes, y un amigo mío estaba hablando sobre eso y dice, mira, tengo un equipo se llama Kettlebell que es increíble, tú necesitas hacer esto. Un kettlebell, ¿qué es esto? So fui a estudiar con un ruso, se llama Pavel, y él me enseñó cómo usarlo, y en 2 horas yo sabía que yo quiero hacer esto para mi negocio. Y de este momento cambié totalmente mi visión para mi negocio, porque nunca en mi vida ha sido algo así. Todo mi cuerpo, una experiencia increíble, y por 11 años esa es mi onda.
Y tú dices todo tu cuerpo, vi en tu blog que muestras tus abdominales, cómo has mejorado tu físico.
Sí.
Y también sé que eres un atleta increíble, toda tu vida de atleta, no sé si extremo, esa sería la palabra, pero un atleta muy consciente, un entrenador que está muy pendiente de la técnica, ¿verdad? Ok, háblanos sobre la pesa rusa o kettlebell. ¿En qué consiste? ¿De qué se trata? ¿Por qué esta pelota con aquí y en vez de una mancuerna?
Mancuerna. Es muy diferente porque una mancuerna, ¿cómo se dice? Center of gravity.
El centro de gravedad.
Está en el medio. Con el kettlebell está abajo. Y para hacer, hay un movimiento, se llama swing, o en español se llama balanceo. Y el kettlebell es perfecto porque no es balanceado y es más fácil mover el kettlebell con velocidad. Es muy difícil hacer esto con mancuernas, barras, que es imposible comparar. Pero no hay equipo como un kettlebell para hacer algo dinámico y explosivo.
Exacto.
No hay. No existe.
Y tengo entendido que ustedes son los únicos aquí en San Diego que pueden enseñar y pueden certificar. Pueden hacer certificación de RKC. ¿Sí? Ustedes son los elegidos por Pavel directamente, ¿verdad? O Pavel.
Pavel. Sí, somos parte de la escuela de RKC, y algunas veces al año nosotros enseñamos a los entrenadores y ser certificado.
Okay.
Sí, somos,
excelente.
Sí, somos parte de esto.
Buenísimo. Me encanta tu approach, así como tú tomas esto de kettlebells, porque yo he visto mucho, he estado investigando mucho research, estoy hablando Spanish también, sobre el kettlebell, y hay una sensación de que todo el mundo lo hace hasta que casi vomita, puking, ¿sabes? Como que excesivo entrenamiento. Sin embargo, he visto que no es necesario, y me gusta tu blog porque explicas que es una cuestión de paciencia, de una práctica consciente, que no hay que llegar a esos extremos, ¿verdad?
Sí, es más importante que es muy importante enfocar en las cosas internas. Es como karate. Es más importante cómo la persona mueve, es más importante cómo la persona aprender de respirar y postura. No es que la persona no puede trabajar duro o fuerte, pero es como yoga, pero no es como yoga.
No,
¿entendiste?
Claro que entendí.
Sí.
Ellos tienen muchísimos títulos aquí y son los favoritos. Y me gusta porque eres certificado por ACE, American Council on Exercise.
En el pasado.
Exacto, en el pasado. Entonces, pero ACE publicó un estudio interesantísimo comprobando que los kettlebells tienen mayores beneficios que incluso hacer cardio y resistivos.
Sí.
¿Cómo lo dirías tú? O sea, ¿por qué este pedazo de metal, esta bola con un mango, cómo puede ser más efectivo que cardio y resistivo? O sea, todo se hace cardiovascular más la parte de fuerza muscular.
Exactamente, porque los movimientos son muy dinámicos.
Okay.
Y cuando una persona mueve su cuerpo rápido, tu corazón está trabajando más. Y ahora en estos tiempos, la mayoría de la gente no tiene tiempo de hacer 1 hora de flexibilidad, 1 hora de fuerza, 1 hora de cardio. Es casi imposible, no hay tiempo. El kettlebell, tú puedes hacer cualquier cosa con el kettlebell, como un gimnasio en tu
bolsillo.
Sí.
Bueno, esto no me cabe en mi bolsillo.
No,
y esto está bien para ti, para Joana, que es súper fuerte, pero ¿cuál usaría yo al principio? De 18
como esto, este es 18 kilos.
18
Sí.
libras.
No, libras.
¿Cuántos son kilos?
8 kilos.
8 kilos. Ese sería bueno para mí comenzar.
Sí, para una mujer que está comenzando, normalmente este es perfecto.
Okay.
Y para hombres, 16 kilos.
Okay.
Entre 16 y 24 kilos.
Okay.
Depende del cuerpo, el tamaño, la fuerza.
Ok, pero ¿por qué yo te interrumpí para preguntarte sobre el peso, pero esto que no cabe en un bolsillo, ¿cómo puede ser un gimnasio para todo tu cuerpo? ¿Trabaja cardiovascular? ¿Trabaja todos los músculos? ¿Y cómo se diferencia de las pesas normales, del bodybuilding, del fisicoculturismo?
Es porque tú puedes hacer movimientos más rápido y también porque el center of gravity
¿Centro de gravedad?
Es como el peso está vivo. So, tu cuerpo necesita trabajar más. Es como tú tienes un animal vivo en tus manos. Entonces tu cuerpo está funcionando muy diferente con un kettlebell.
Entonces vamos directamente a entrenar y antes quiero saber cuáles son las recomendaciones, los tips principales para realizar bien la práctica con kettlebells.
Enfocar en calidad, no cantidad. Okay. La cosa más importante que es la forma, tu postura, la técnica es buena.
Okay.
2, no solamente sudar, es algo interno, no es externo, interno. Internamente tú necesitas sentir que tu cuerpo está funcionando mejor, pero ese es un proceso, no es 1 hora, es semanas, meses, años. Y con esto tú puedes tener tu cuerpo bonita y fuerte.
¿Algo más?
Pero ahora no.
Entonces, ¿dónde los conseguimos a ustedes? Si estamos en internet, si estamos en otro país, por ejemplo, yo estoy en Venezuela, otras personas de otros países, ¿cómo pueden accesar a ustedes? ¿Cuáles son los sites, los links?
www.revolutionlajoya.com. Ese tiene todo.
Listo, tiene todo. Y kettlebellmommy.com de Joana.
Sí.
Muchísimas gracias y estamos listos para entrenar.
Vamos.
Let's go. Vamos.
Okay. All right, so we're going to teach Monica today. We're going to teach her how to do 3 of the foundational kettlebell movements that we do in the RKC system. The swing is the first thing we're going to teach her, which is the center of the universe in our world. It's why you want to use kettlebells. It teaches you to use your hips. It makes you athletic, burns fat, builds muscle. It is the center of the universe. Let me repeat that again. Center of the universe. Next exercise we'll do is we're going to do an exercise called the Turkish get-up, a full body ground-based exercise. And then we're going to do what's called a goblet squat. And that's going to be our focus for today for Monica.
Okay.
So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. How are you?
Fine.
Good.
Ready.
All right. So you've not had any formal training with kettlebells.
No.
Okay. That's great. That's fine. What I would like to see, just to get a baseline, you've heard of the swing, right? I want to see your concept of what a swing is, so I can know what I have to work with here.
Okay. Even if I look foolish.
I don't care.
Okay. I've done some research and okay. Ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody ready?
So let's see
I
what you're doing
understand that I
here.
have to stand back.
Okay.
As if I was squatting. And load my hips and glutes. I understand that the kettlebell should be back there.
Okay.
And that I'm not going to do an arm lift or any kind of a front raise.
Okay.
I'm going to actually snap the hips, right? So I understand that I have to do this.
Okay.
And I watched some of Jonah's videos.
Okay.
She says that it's as if you're jumping up like this.
Yeah.
So I try to interpret that.
Right.
And really tighten my glutes.
Right. Okay, stop. So not bad. We can get it better. So first and foremost, the kettlebell swing is a deadlift. And a deadlift in Spanish is called peso muerto. It's picking up a dead weight off the floor. Even though the swing it's not the same thing as a deadlift, it's a very similar posture. And you achieved a fairly good position. So just to go over kind of the mechanics of what a swing, what a deadlift should look like. If I am going to stand over a weight, okay, I've got my kettlebell here. And you want to make sure that the kettlebell is in between your feet. Okay. Now, if I put a pull on my spine, which I'm going to do with you, I want to make sure that as you sit back into your hips, which is the first thing you do in a deadlift, it's not a knee movement, it's not knees forward, it's hips back. As my hips go back, my knees will bend. But notice that as I bend forward and stick my hips out, I haven't lost that alignment in my spine. Can you see those 3 points of contact right there? Touching my head, my middle back, and my sacrum. Okay? So you never have to compromise the safety or the position of your spine. It will shift. Like the angle is not going to be upright. It's not going to be vertical. But you don't have to lose what I call your healthy neutral spine, which is imperative because it forces us to go into the hip joint and out of the knees and out of the low back. So that's the first thing. So we're gonna kind of qualify you there. So I need you go ahead and stand here. Put your feet here. Okay.
My feet here.
Your feet there. Okay.
That part?
Yeah, about shoulder width apart or slightly wider.
Okay. How about the feet? Should they be turned out?
Ideally, if you can, the feet should be pointed forward. A little bit of toe out is okay, but you don't want to see excessive toe out. Okay. That could be really, really harmful on the knees because it's hard to track your knees that way. So as straight as you can keep them. Okay. So the first thing is that I need you upright first. If I put this pull on you, it should be touching your head, your middle back,
my middle back,
your upper back, and your sacrum. Okay? So we're there.
Okay.
So you've got quite a bit of lordosis here.
Oh yeah, I do.
So I would just say if you could just slightly tuck your pelvis under just a tad.
Okay.
Okay. And everybody's different, but so from this posture, I want you to push your hips back.
Push my hips
back.
back.
So hips go back and shoulders come forward.
Got it.
Right there.
Okay.
Yep. So go ahead and go down. So hips back, hips back, hips back. Okay, stop right there. So I would say this is a little excessive. You have a little bit too much curvature here. So what I want you to do is as your hips come back, instead of really trying to arch your back, try to flatten it out a little bit. Like most people, I would say do the opposite because they don't have enough arch. You have too much arch. So as you go down, go ahead and push your hips back. Okay. From here, I'm going to take your head down a bit. Right there. Right there. So if I'm going to put the pull on you, okay, the head needs to go down a little bit more. This is better. Right here. This is where we want to be. So this is your position. Okay. Now, in this position, if you're in the right position, your knees will be right over your ankles, which we can see. So your knees are right here. You will feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Okay. You should feel a pull. So if you slightly bring your pelvis up a little bit, do you feel that pull in the back of your legs?
I feel like they're contracted.
Then,
my hamstrings.
Then you're in the right position. Now go ahead and stand up. Good. What we do not want to see is somebody coming here and then shifting their knees forward, going into their quadriceps. So it's imperative that the movement is hips back. The hips will move first, the knees will bend secondary.
How's this?
That's really nice. And you should feel a nice pull on the hamstrings.
I do, and I did consider your specifications.
Exactly. So what we're not doing is this. You don't want to overarch your back. You don't want to round your back either.
Right.
you're here, your chest is tall, but I'm in my hips are slightly elevated, my knees are bent, but it was my hips that moved first. So from this position, you can grab the kettlebell, take an inhale, stand up, and set it back down again. So we're going to see you do a deadlift, okay?
How come the deadlift here in kettlebells is so different? Because normally a deadlift, I would do it like this.
That's called a straight-legged deadlift.
Oh, okay.
The reason we don't like that is that for the glute to activate, you need a little bit of knee bend. So when the knees are locked, it's very dangerous because you're actually using more of your back and hamstrings, but the glutes are not involved. So not good. You got to have some. Those knees have to bend. Okay. So this is your posture. So go ahead and set it down.
Okay. So
from this position, go down and grab it. So hips back. Now I'm immediately going to have you take your chin down a little bit. So your eyes are going to look kind of out here, but you don't have to hyperextend your neck. Does that make sense? So that's the first thing we have to correct is your neck position. Now you're going to grab the kettlebell. Okay. In fact, I'm going to bring this kettlebell a little closer to you. Now as you grab the kettlebell, you're going to contract your lats. If you put your arms out here, actually stand up tall, nice and tall, and you're here, if I say resist me here, resist. You're going to feel your lats right here. Okay. So the lats are going to contract. The lats are a very integral part of the kettlebell swing. They're the link between the arms and your legs. Lats are very, very powerful, but they're going to protect your back and they're going to force you to hike the kettlebell and back you. So can you feel those armpit muscles a little tight? Okay, good. So as you go down, you're going to grab the kettlebell. You're going to isometrically just kind of bring these lats down kind of tight. So you feel some activation in here. So down, good. So go ahead and grab it. No, down first. Take a big sniff of air in through your nose, into your belly. Okay? So, and then you'll stand up and exhale as you stand up. Right there. That's the same breathing that we're going to do in the swing. You inhale in the bottom position, you exhale up top. Okay, now in the top position of the deadlift, your kneecaps are pulled up, which means your quads are tight. Your glutes are pinched together, and you are spreading the floor with your feet. You really feel your feet, your toes, your heel, everything. So this deadlift position, this lockout position, nice and tall but tight, is the same position of the swing. It's the exact same position. Yet driving down into the floor, that hip pop. It's kind of like a deadlift. It's the same finish, only the swing is much more dynamic. Much more dynamic. Similar posture. So that's what I was talking about earlier, that the kettlebell swing and all kettlebell training, it's about postures and positions. And then I would say next it would be about breath. Much different than the bodybuilding stuff. Right. Okay, awesome. Okay, so you can set that down. Sure. So in my book, you've earned the right to try swings. Your deadlift position looks good. It looks safe. I have no problem with you now trying to do a swing. Here's how we're going to initiate the swing. Okay. I'll have you stand over here for a second. So, I'm going to have you do what's called a pendulum swing, which is not the swing. It is a teaching tool to teach you how to do the swing. Okay? And it's going to teach you what I call the launching pad to get the kettlebell off the floor, to load up your hips, which is going to allow you to get that extension in your hips. Okay. In the deadlift, I just had you have the bell right underneath you. Now, the kettlebell is going to be in front of you. Okay? I'm going to move this guy out of the way. So now, it's about 1.5 feet in front of you. You're going to tilt the kettlebell on its side like this. Okay. And that forces my lats to kind of contract. So notice my shoulders are not up, my shoulders are down. From here, I'm just going to hike the kettlebell like this. So what I'm doing, kind of like a center would in football, you hike and back you. And my arms are going to hit my thighs. And now I don't even have to touch the ground. So let's say I do 5, 3, and then on the 5th one, I stand up. I set it down. So basically, if you think of hiking the kettlebell in back of you, and then you just stand up, you've done a kettlebell swing. So you're actually swinging, but you're not focused on the swing. I want you to focus on the hike. So you do 5 of these, and on the 5th one, you're going to stand up aggressively. The bell will float up. The bell comes down. And set it down. Okay? Okay. Let's try it. Okay.
This one?
This one. Actually, no, I'll give you this guy.
The smaller one.
I'll give you the smaller one here. Okay. So you want the bell in front of you about 1.5 feet. More here. Not right about there. Good. Tilt it on its side. Widen your feet just a bit. Good. So go ahead and grab it. Tilt it on its side.
Oh.
No, like this. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. So tilt.
Okay.
These lats are engaged, right? Shoulders are down, kind of in your back pocket. So hike that and back you and hit your thighs with your forearms. So go ahead. Hike. Hike. Set it down. Nope. Okay. So you're probably a little too bent over. Watch me again. So you're here. You're doing this. You're swinging too low. I need you to hit higher up.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Hit higher up. Okay?
Okay.
Let's try that.
Okay. Tilt.
Tilt. Yeah. See the difference? Okay. But okay. But I want the arms going back. Not the arms. Don't kick wrists. Keep your. Let's do one more and then stand up.
Oh, no.
That was good. That was good. That was good. So now do 4 pendulum swings. 4, and on the 4th one, good. You're gonna stand up.
Okay.
Go ahead. 2, 3, 4. Stand up. Set it down. Okay. Not bad. Only thing is that you're moving your torso. You're doing this. I just want your arms.
Oh, yeah.
Notice that I'm not moving. My shoulders don't, see? My torso doesn't move. And then stand up. So think of a slingshot. You can't get any power in the slingshot if you don't pull back and load up the slingshot. This is the same thing. Or think of a swing on a playset. In order to get the swing to go high, you've got to pull it back high enough, let the swing go, and you get all that power. Same thing here. The power from the swing comes from the loading of all these musculature back here. So which is why you've got to throw it and back it. Does that make sense?
Total sense.
Total sense.
Let's make my body internalize the teachings.
Right, so I need your torso a little more upright, right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't move the torso, just hike and back you. Keep your feet on the ground. 3, 4, stand up. And now do 3. 1,
No.
2, okay, 1, 2, 3, stand up. And now let's do 2. Let's do 2 pendulum swings. Go ahead. 1, 2, stand up. Now keep swinging. And now just go. Not low. Remember, it's got to be up high. Your arms got to be high. No, that's too low. You're going here. You're almost. If you can think of a pyramid, okay. This is the base of the pyramid. This is the apex of the pyramid. Okay. Your hands should never go below here. They should always. The bell can go below your knees, but your hands. You're bringing your hands here.
Oh, I'm going way too down.
Yeah,
squatting too much.
I need your hands here. Your hands need to be more up into your groin. Okay, so let's do 3 pendulum swings, and then just keep swinging. There you go. Not bad. Keep going. And set it down. Not bad. Okay, now relax. How'd that feel?
Interesting.
Feels interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a paradigm shift.
Yeah, it's not bad. So the old, I mean, again, this is like almost like peeling like a layer of onions. You've got to go little by little. So we can't work on everything all at the same time, but I think learning that hike is important. Learning how to hike the kettlebell is really the secret. You already have the deadlift. You've got the good deadlift position. Now we just got to work on, and again, the hike was not bad. It was actually pretty good. Making sure the bell doesn't go too low. Let's do another set. So let's do 5 pendulum swings, and then let's do 5 swings. Okay?
Okay.
All right, let's see it. So remember, it's got to be in front of you, about 1.5 feet in front of you. And then when you tilt it on its side, you want to feel these lats nice and tight. Yeah, feel that in there?
Yeah.
Yes. Slightly tuck your chin. Feel the hamstrings. Hike 5 times. High in the groin. 1, 2, 3, and now keep going. Keep your feet on the floor. We'll do another 5 reps.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, set it down. It's not bad. Now I like to breathe in. You're inhaling in the bottom, you're exhaling up top, which is great. I'm going to have you on this next 5 reps, I want you to focus on relaxed face. Up top, you're a little bit like this. I want you to relax a little bit. So that if you watch me swing, there is an element of tension, but it's not excessive. Okay? So the breath is powerful. Be as relaxed as you can be up top. As soon as your face, because your face and hands are highly connected to your brain, motor cortex and sensory cortex, if you have really tight hands in the swing and really tight face, it's overkill. You're not athletic when you're too tight. You gotta relax a little bit. So loosen up the grip a little bit, okay. Loosen up your face.
Great.
So your bell is here.
Thanks.
Okay? In fact, you know what? I'm gonna give you a heavier bell.
No.
We're gonna try a heavier bell.
Don't I have to master the first one?
We're gonna do here. We're gonna do an experiment here. Okay, so same thing. Tilt it on its side. Give me 3 pendulum swings. There we go, exactly, happy face. See the difference? Happy face.
Joanna says pretend you're making a jump, like
set it down.
Jump. Okay.
Set it down,
Okay.
yeah.
Just Joanna walked in and we're going to interview her too.
Great, yeah.
Was that better?
That was better. You're still coming up on your toes a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
So, but it's better. It is better. So that's kind of the foundation of the swing. That pendulum swing is not necessary. It's only a teaching tool. Usually when you do the swing, you'll just hike and go. You'll go, and you can do single arm swings. You can do alternating swings. There's many different types of swings. The two-handed swing is the foundation. It's kind of the safer place to start, but by no means is it the only type of swing you can do. But the posture and the position are the same.
Okay.
Here, here, here. It's always getting hips back. Spread the floor. You've got it's the details that you have to focus on.
Exactly. Can I do it one more time?
Sure.
For this video?
Sure.
Okay. So like that?
Uh-huh.
Check, check.
Good.
You tell me how many to do.
Let's do 3.
3. Okay.
Actually, you know what? No.
None?
Just hike and swing.
Okay.
Just hike and swing. Make yourself tall up top. Not tight up here. Yeah. You need to inhale through your nostrils.
Tell me when it's right.
Better. Better, yeah. And stop right there. Set it down. It's getting better. It's getting better.
I'll work out for a year and then I'll come and...
Let's take a break and we'll go to the Turkish get up.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Good job.
Hola, Joana Terán, estamos aquí en Revolution Fitness, así que listo para entrenar a Mónica.